Good, what's good with ya? I'm glad you back on, glad you back on. This is gonna be for the grown and the sexy. That's right, that's right. This for the grown, this for the sexy. We just gonna get everything started. We just getting this energy going. Getting this energy going. Thank you very much, y'all, for joining. Thank you very much. You know, thank you to Comedy Hype. Thank you for allowing me to be able to touch bases and bring knowledge and leadership to social analytics to myself onto this video. That's what we doing, y'all. We are rebuilding, y'all. Thank you. Song is contributed to. That's J Moss. That's Rebuild Me. That is the remix, y'all. Check it out for yourself. You will fall in love with it. And we just give it a little time. Just a little. Disclaimer, y'all already know. If I gotta repeat myself all this over time, I will. I don't want to, but I got to. So you're gonna see it flash. Gonna be smoking, drinking, talking. We're gonna be saying it, letting it go, letting it fly. Ain't no plan. We in the time where ain't no games. A lot of things have just been hidden from us, and I always say that the mind can't teach what the mind don't know. Thank you so much for joining. Appreciate you. Much love to you. For those that want to hear, let them hear. For those that don't, I understand. It's all right. Go on and change the channel. Go on and go somewhere else. You could go on and be entertained. For on this one right now, we are about to get into. I've always talked about it, Nobody really wanted to believe it. But seeing is believing, so seeing we must achieve it. So understand this right now. What you're seeing on the screen, for those that have not seen, you're going to see a lot about Elijah Muhammad. We're gonna find out some things. We're gonna talk about some things. Let me go ahead and press play. Let's get to the video. Thank you very much for Comedy Hype for doing this, man. You're a gentleman and a scholar. Appreciate you so much.
Americans have had a long history of oppression at the hands of whites. Since our arrival in the states as slaves, the path towards freedom in the form of finances and overall lifestyle has been made difficult due to a number of specific laws and policies made against black people. Leaders in the African American community often decided how many people would operate in society, as they were very influential and respected. Elijah Muhammad, who established the Nation of Islam in 1931 alongside Wallace Fard, was such a great leader, and his views on religion and the black man caused great controversy, both amongst those within the nation over time, as well as those on the outside looking in. A major basis of the beliefs being pushed by Elijah Muhammad was that of being strictly against integration. For Muhammad, the idea was that black people should be self-sufficient, as God is black, and so was the first man made in his image. As a tactic to be able to truly prevent integration, Muhammad would eventually turn to an unlikely source in the form of the KKK.
Wait a minute, hold on, slow yet roll. You're going too fast, big time. Y'all see it. You heard it. The research showed they got facts, they got proof. And you keep on trying to tell me that we're not in the year of Aquarius. You better stop playing. Stop. It's all facts. You heard it. Now, listen, y'all. First of all, Happy New Year's to you. Wherever you're at around the world, I know you're already celebrating. We're going to do it tomorrow. It's a new Jubilee. Did you know? I'm just saying, did you know? If you roll up, smoke up, drink up, toke up, you better do it right now. Go grab you some coffee. That's right. And come on, man, let's go and do this thing together one time for your mind.
The move was heavily scrutinized, and the doubling down of it by Muhammad only placed a greater strain on many who felt that working with these groups under any circumstances was a poor judgment. Many have never heard of this gutsy and groundbreaking move, making it crucial to understand both how and why Elijah Muhammad partnered with the KKK and other white supremacists in the first place, as well as the consequences the decision had for years to come. Elijah Muhammad was born Elijah Poole in Sandersville, Georgia on October 7, 1897, as the seventh of his parents' 13 children. Having grown up in the South, racism and the subsequent issues that came with it was something Muhammad hoped to escape by moving up north. By his early 1930s, Muhammad had developed strong views on race and religion, thanks greatly to
All right, y'all heard me say by the 1930s, okay? So yes, we got to remember the 1930s. Yep, right now. All right, let's go.
Of Wallace Fard, who had changed his name to Wallace Fard Muhammad by this time. These ideas led Elijah to establishing himself as a black separatist, with a strong belief in the black man being the original man and capable
now,
of thriving.
Ain't that true? Black man being capable, open up your mind, intelligence, all this stuff, right? All this to the white man, all this stuff, right? Okay, play close attention.
Without having integration with the white race. Information from a PBS article reveals more specifics of the Nation of Islam's origin, stating, like Malcolm X's father Earl, who left Georgia and came north in search of opportunity and to escape southern racism. He met Fard and one day heard from him that Fard was in fact Allah, or more precisely, the latest in a series of Allahs. Renamed Elijah Muhammad and referred to him as God's
now,
messenger.
what I love about I noticed that what he pointed out, the latest in the series of Allahs, is in this time we in, it's going to be more than one messenger. So you have to look out for it. Instead of just thinking it's just coming from just one person. Okay? If you can understand that, then you're on your way to understanding something. At least something. Because something is better than nothing. Because from nothing to nothing leaves nothing. Right? But remember that nothing can lead to something.
Will establish a new temple in Chicago, the city that will become the Nation of Islam's headquarters. This establishing of the nation in Chicago was crucial, as Chicago was a large enough city for there to be hope that the message would spread quickly and grow the following. Another focal point of the teachings pushed by Elijah Muhammad, according to the Britannica piece, was that Elijah Muhammad believed that the white race was created by Jacob, a black scientist, and Allah has allowed this race to hold power for 6,000 years. Their time was up in 1914, and that the 20th century was to be the time for black people.
He said Jacob. In other cultures, you're going to hear different stories. Same version, different story. In Kemet, you can hear the same story about the creation of the Caucasian race. Same story, different variation. In China, Asia, Japan, Australia. So y'all trying to tell me ain't nobody piggybacking? What? So the Berlin Conference in 1800, what y'all trying to say? It never existed. I asked the question, have you ever heard of the conference, of the Berlin Conference in the 1800s?
To assert themselves. Black economic prosperity and other positive developments were all pushed as being owed to black people, with Elijah Muhammad consistently asserting the time is now. Serving as a leader under Wallace Muhammad since the inception of the group a few short years later in 1934.
Okay, so he's serving up under Wallace Muhammad. Okay, all right, here we go. Let's keep it going. Let's keep going.
Muhammad would disappear. Elijah Muhammad would immediately begin his reign as leader following the disappearance and looked to expand the group in a way he could as quickly as possible. Gaining of funding for the group was something that in the eyes of Muhammad would be the only way for black people to get on track or ahead in society. The fourth quarter published an article that speaks on the life of donor H.L. Hunt and gives reason as to why he would agree to
H.L. Hunt. So y'all go ahead and go do your research. Right? You see it. All right, come on, let's go.
Work with a black man, stating one of Hunt's chief allies, Alfred Zoe, indicated that since 1936, Hunt advocated deporting all African Americans to Africa. For this reason, Hunt supplied Nation of Islam leader Elijah Muhammad with continuous financial support.
Albert Pike, they say, was the face of the KKK. It's all twisted. I told you. The upper class people always had access to everything that they needed. The people that came from out of slavery, that lived in the house with them, they had to trust them some way. So you ain't going to trust if you ain't got no dirt on you. You got to be doing something devilish in order to make ish. This is what they did. This ain't nothing that... I don't live by these codes. They living by these ordinances of the Gentiles. They doing this right in front of our face and don't want us to know about it. And it's wrong. It's dirty. It's secretism and separatism. It's not right to push the agenda of hate, but you shaking the hands of the same person that you say that you hate.
Elijah Muhammad's belief in racial separation from whites. In 1997, Dr. Manny Maribel would publish an article titled Along the Color Line, which would detail the controversial meeting of
Mary Maribel. Now you got a controversial meeting. Here it is. Here we go. Controversy. Here go the controversy. Anytime here we go. Y'all gonna hear all these? My goodness.
Reverend Benjamin Chavis, and fastest racist leader, Lyndon LaRouche. Before detailing this meeting in the 90s, the author notes that the Nation of Islam had a long history of meeting with the white right. At the height of the civil rights movement across the South, many white racists and ultra-conservatives came to the conclusion that the racially separatist views of Elijah Muhammad were clearly preferable to the integrationism of Martin Luther King. Now, Hunt was an oil baron.
So in other words, you got all these white people saying, okay, y'all say y'all going back? Okay, let's do it. We gonna help you. Undercover. We ain't gonna say nothing. He gonna do it. We with it. It's a unanimous vote. Right? Mobocracy. Right?
Who made it big in Texas. The shared idea that blacks and whites should not be together led to the consistency of the support and the billions of revenue gained from being an oil tycoon made Elijah Muhammad rich.
Wait a minute, hold on. So there it is, right there. You heard it. He got fat, cat. Instead of back then giving us our passports, letting us build ourselves up like the Europeans do sharecropping like they did from the government. We had people that was in our own kind standing right next to us, saying they love us and turning against you. Period. Point blank. Ain't no ifs. Ain't no ands. It ain't no we. It's all ours. That's what they saying. It was all for one purpose. And they talking about it was for a universal purpose. Keep listening.
and other items for himself from these contributions. Additionally, Elijah Muhammad will end up establishing overseas bank accounts as well as for his assets, with many claiming he did this merely out of greed to avoid taxes. As the years went on, Elijah Muhammad will only become more passionate
Now,
in the pursuit
avoid
of
taxes. Who do that? Trump? He say he paid both times, little bit taxes. Who playing who? Somebody playing somebody. Everybody get to do this, but we the ones working like slaves, 9 to 5. 9 to 5. Go to the hospital, toe up, beat up. And if you still ain't doing it, you ain't no man or you ain't no woman. That's what they're pushing their narrative. That the black people of nobility is trickling down, sprinkling down, telling us, po folk. And then the po folk try to act like it ain't happening. And that I'm just getting that bag. Forget all of this. That shit ain't making me no money. What the hell I need to hear about Malcolm X, a.k.a. all this shit? I don't give up about that or what I care about the money. Really. So I can just dangle something in front of you and you'll take it. Basically like a carrot with a stick on, with a rope on it. And every time you try to reach for it, I pull it and you go to it and then you might just fall right down in the motherfucking hole. It's true. This is not no joke. This is for real. The mind can't teach what the mind don't know. A lot of people don't want to admit it. That through slavery, when they took the chains off, it's just like a dog, a horse, all that. They're going to act the same way. Same thinking. The perpetual mind hold for that 400 years is very strong. They said it was really going to push it. And they are. What you think? What you thought that it was going to stay the same? Y'all really thought as time grew, they wasn't going to grow in their mind and thinking new ways how to trick you? Come on, man. Somebody got to be smart. If everybody getting all this knowledge, why you still need somebody to follow? You don't know how to read? Just tell the truth. I go to church because I don't know how to read. So I sit in there and get dressed up and look good and follow what the preacher pointing out because they really don't know how to read. Is it true or not that you would get killed if you knew how to read? Do you think that today, just because the kids going to school, they really know they read and they write and they arithmetic? Honestly. Some of y'all say mine do. Some of y'all know, but y'all not going to say nothing. And some of y'all just don't care.
Hypocritically teaching that the white man was the devil while simultaneously accepting these donations.
I see the color of him. That's right there. Hold on.
Information gained from the Southern Poverty Law Center highlights the timeline of Muhammad's actions as it states that in 1961, Elijah Muhammad, founder of the black supremacist Nation of Islam, met with the Ku Klux Klan leaders at Magnolia Hall in Atlanta.
Meeting in Atlanta.
Although they had different ideas about the skin color of the master race, they shared the belief that blacks and whites should stay separate. The following year, Muhammad invited American Nazi Party chief George Lincoln Rockwell to address a nation convention in Chicago. Rockwell had gone on record telling his followers
that y'all think that they don't know this? Y'all really think that their children's today, New Year getting ready to come, you think they don't know this? You think They ain't mad when they walk around seeing you all of us. Everything. I thought y'all was going back, go back. That's why they say that. The whole KKK, all this stuff. It's been backdoor play action going on that people know about. And they're not talking about it. They're making big money off of TV shows, advertisement, propaganda. It's called critical thinking. Quick thinking. They don't want you to quickly think about what's happening. But you can't help it. You gotta critically think. Because every time you turn around, you gotta keep your head on the swivel around this mother lover.
Of the dirty, immoral, drunken, filthy mouth, lazy, and repulsive people, and inspired them to the point where they are clean, sober, honest, hardworking, dignified, dedicated, and admirable human beings in spite of their color. Muhammad knows that mixing is a Jewish fraud and leads only to aggravation of the problems that it is supposed to solve. I have talked to the Muslim leader.
Is a Jewish fraud. That leads only to aggravation of the problems that is supposed to solve. Wow. Why is it that the people that say, I know this already. Yeah, I know. Why they don't ever add on to what they say they know, that they say they know, that you know? Why? Why they can never ever say anything else to add on to the knowledge? And it say that when two or more are gathered, I am in the midst. I'm not the author of confusion. So, I'm just saying it like that. You feel me? But if we talking about something good, why make you feel a certain way if you know it's right for the greater good? Right? People, we got to start making it make sense.
All concerned, except the communist Jew agitators, George Lincoln Rockwell. Many in attendance were specifically angry at the fact that the speaking of Rockwell took place on Savior's Day.
Remember that? Savior's Day.
A way to come.
Remember, they celebrate that day. They do it in February. It's another day they do it in. It's going to come. I remember that.
Commemorate it with the Nation of Islam. Despite the outcry by others in high positions of power within the nation, Elijah Muhammad would speak publicly on the matter, rebuking the comments of his peers in the April 1962 edition of Muhammad
That's
Speaks.
what I wanted to say.
Muhammad Speaks was a newspaper produced by
all of the head people that are Bole that started the Divine Nine. They all liked just like this man. Every last one of them. All of them. Then you get down to late 70s, 80s, 90s. They all black, coming from out of the ghettos now. They get branded. As to they say hazing, rituals and stuff get put on them, spells and shit. like it, and then they got to keep it a secret. Well, I'll just say that. Well, I'll just say. But y'all, these people that are supposed to be the black nobility. They took the position of that. T.I., all of them. Bootsy, all of them. It wasn't the fact that when he talked about, oh man, they loved us as gods. We used to be gods. It's because that the message that you really was pushing was coming from the heart. They know that. And it was coming from out of sound mind and truth. Therefore, that need to be protected. But you not supposed to protect what the hell you protecting right now and talk about that it's sound mind and truth because you making some money. And you get reports about this and about that. That's not right. You know it ain't right. You know deep down in your heart it ain't right. You know you studied under who you studied. You know you talk to who you talk to. You know who your handler is. You know who you go meet. You know what you're doing. You know it. You go to bed. You wake up with nightmares. You know what you're doing. The greatest trick that Satan convinced the world is that he does not exist. That's the greatest trick that Satan, all his little friends and homies, imps, I don't care what you call it. Here, let me give it to you. Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny. The Easter Bunny having all them kids. Yeah, come on. Come on, your Eratos, Cupid toes. Your little baby. I hear people, oh, take your baby Jesus, take your baby Jesus. They don't even know where that come from. They really thinking about on the manger and all this other stuff. They really thinking about it like that. And people are looking at you stupidly. The people that know, that honestly really know the truth, that ain't, they live by this. Can't say nothing. A damn sure can't see nothing. And a damn sure can't hear nothing. And they looking at you. Looking at you. With like, you ain't, what's the matter? Oh yeah, they really sleep. Yeah, okay, all right. Y'all play too much.
The Nation of Islam from 1961 to 1975. The Nation of Islam from 1961 to 1975. That was widely read, and the origins of it would be later taken on by other Muslim leaders such as Farrakhan, showing the popularity and the legacy of the publication. The actions of Muhammad led Rockwell, affectionately referring to him one time as the Hitler of black people, which was a statement that many within the Nation of Islam felt showed more of a reason not to work with him or the white supremacists. This meeting between Muhammad with the Klan was greatly frowned upon, with many in society simply believing that there was never a need to work with those that hate black people so much. The language used by Rockwell during his speech, doubling down on his disdain for blacks, led to many feeling as though Elijah Muhammad was becoming out of control with his power, as it was clear that many devout followers for years within the Nation of Islam greatly opposed this decision, along with some of his teachings of the religion. Muhammad, on the other hand, was grateful, as there was funding that came as well from these meetings to further prevent integration with.
You got a whole cabinet of black people that love you to death. You got white people funding you, giving you money that don't nobody know nothing about. Don't you think you would be happy too? Don't you think you'd be happy too? Okay. All right.
Whites. Having George Lincoln Rockwell as a donor helped as this lead. Having George Lincoln Rockwell as a donor helped as this lead to Muhammad Farms being established, which is a 5,000-acre piece of land.
Big donations giving him millions of dollars. So that means that us black people got some money. We got big money. We talking about we looking for the bag. We been at the bag. It been there. The bag in your DNA. While you're looking for the money, the bag is in you, all up in you. There's nothing but bags. Talk about money don't grow on trees. Okay.
Located in Terrell County, Georgia. The purpose of this land was to give located in Terrell County, Georgia. The purpose of this land was to give blacks another place to be comfortably far away enough from white people, much to the delight of all parties involved. The actions of Muhammad resulted in a breaking point for the Nation of Islam. On March 8, 1964, when Malcolm X, who had studied under Muhammad for years, broke away from the group.
Y'all see that man right there?
Had a better way of getting black people what they need.
A lot of people don't want to believe that he was cool with Martin Luther King. Hold on right quick. A lot of people don't want to believe it. That he talked to the man before they popped him. Salute to that soldier. Ashe. Malcolm X. Ashe. Sacrifice. Killed by our own people. Don't nobody remember this. They too busy. We are too busy to remember these people, and that's not right. It is not right to repeat the same cycle that the Dahomey tribe did to us. The Woman King, the movie, y'all know, but they're not going to tell you about this. How they made us walk backwards. Made our ancestors walk backwards around the spiritual tree. So therefore our ancestors wouldn't be able to catch us, be able to catch up to us. Same thing in the sands of time, Prince of Persia. In the end, when they stabbed the wheel of the circle of the sands, that was talking about the wheel of time, and they reversed time to a certain point. Same thing. Bits, clues, pieces, same thing. Kind of funny how it relates to life, huh? Kind of funny, isn't it?
He opposed some of the teachings of Muhammad at this point, especially the one that enabled Elijah Muhammad's self-proclaimed title as God's messenger, allowing him to suspend X at the time for speaking to the press for 90 days. A New York Times piece broke the news the day after the formal departure, stating Malcolm X broke last night with Elijah Muhammad's Chicago-based Black Muslim movement and announced that he was organizing a politically oriented Black nationalist party. He said the party would seek to convert the Negro population from nonviolence to active self-defense against white supremacists in all parts of the country. As Elijah Muhammad aged, he would find himself at the
center. This man having kids, he lying, he's stealing money. You go to Mecca, he all up in there with the white men. They laughing all in his face. They with Sanskrit, the Sahedrin, everything. Look at my last video, what they doing. Got Muslim tied all in it. That's why they get mad at you when if you know what they doing to kids and they want to beat you up. I tell you it ain't true, get real mad at you. All these festivals and stuff that's been passed down for many generations. And you trying to, who's sitting right behind on the sidelines? Who's sitting right there? The person that they don't want you to say nothing about, that's pulling the damn strings. How many times you want these people to tell you? They've been telling you since I don't know how long. Y'all just want somebody to just literally come out and say it for you, because everything that what you seeing or hearing or everything, it ain't nothing new under the sun. This ain't nothing new. You already knew it, it's just that you forgot. That's all. You just forgot.
Of further scrutiny as the reputation of being a spiritual leader will be tested. According to the fourth quarter push, Gladys Towles Root, the white female attorney who filed the paternity suit against him on behalf of his accusers, knew the Nation of Islam leader was simply passing the buck. He tried to induce an assistant to assume responsibility for the paternity so he could retain his spiritual image on a high plane in the eyes of his followers, Root told reporters at the time.
Will not lie, cheat, or steal to retain the image that they have to the public? Huh? Or do y'all think they would just come out and say publicly, hey y'all, I fucked up. What I did, it was toe back, toe up. I've been doing it for a long time. It's people I know have been doing it. No, you ain't gonna get that. You ain't gonna get no apologies. You ain't gonna get no, cause it's gonna make you look weak. You ain't gonna get no. You ain't gonna get no sorries, nothing, because it's gonna make you look like you sorry. But I'm gonna just look like this alpha male shit, just like in the movies when it was money all in the walls and stuff. He talking about some. I got all these secrets. I know he was a mayor. I got all these secrets. I know all these secrets. When they came in there and busted in the door on there on it. Come on, man. Y'all think that why y'all think y'all not supposed to know this? Like, through life, you know how your people grew up. But you're so busy, you can't even remember how you grew up no more. Because we done been through so much trauma, inside and out. So it wasn't meant for us to remember anything. It was meant for you to do exactly what you are doing today. No cap.
He had a family of his own. The rumors that Muhammad had fathered two children made many feel as though he were a hypocrite, and that his word could no longer be trusted. After Malcolm X had already left the nation, he was still involved with Muhammad as he assisted Gladys in launching her lawsuit against him. The power of the nation proved to be too much, as ultimately the case would be dismissed. Although nearly 10 years later, it would be discovered and acknowledged that Muhammad had actually fathered the two children from the lawsuit by his secretaries. The reputation of the women was damaged, and by this time, Elijah Muhammad had already passed away. Elijah Muhammad.
Who damaged it? Why would you want to damage it if he knew he was the daddy? Why treat them like that? Because it go back to that Muslim Bible stuff where you want to beat up on the woman. They want to give you Eve, but don't want to tell you about Lilith. Why they want to tell you about Lilith? Why? Because she was black? And wasn't as submissive as Eve, which is actually the elements in you? Atom. It ain't just an atom. The microcosm and the and the big and the little, the little and the small. Macrocosm. It's another one. Spiral. Inside. If you had a microscope to zoom all the way in, it's like a snowflake. Have y'all remember Dr. Seuss Who? When the snowflake, you zoomed in all the way and it was a whole nother world inside of the snowflake.
Muhammad died at the age of 77 on February 25th, 1975. Muhammad died at the age of 77 on February 25th, 1975, leaving behind a documented 23 children, with there being rumors of more. His legacy remains one of the extremes. On one end of the spectrum lies those that believe deeply in the teachings of Muhammad, that still see integration as wrong, and a belief in what some saw as black supremacy and hate being taught. On the other end lies those that oppose Muhammad's teaching greatly, especially as ideologies grew and members of the nation realized they could create their own faction. The more aligned with what they believed created a good person. The decision
ain't it funny the Ku Klux Klan got on white, and then all the people in the church and all that always wear white, and then the deacons and the deaconesses and the service wear white gloves, and everybody just wear white, and it's white, and then they try to relate it to Christ as the light that is right, and that is right. Don't it seem like it's all the time? Don't it? Just like you, every time you look, bow. You turn over here, bow. Hey, when they was locked up in slavery, y'all, they used to put us in this box, right? Called the sweat box. So inside the sweat box, when the sun come up, you stay in there all night, day and night, everything, like in Django. Open up the box. But only one thing is they left out. It would be a cross. It would be painted white, or it would be inside of the box, wooden box or steel box. Oh yeah, they cut that metal back then, put in there, chisel it out and stuff. So as the sun will come up, the reflection of the cross will come in as a prism to make sure you convert. Now, where did they get the prism light beam from? Not Egypt. Because Egypt is a European name. Okay? Or Egyptus. Alright? One thing they forgot, y'all, is Egyptus Ptah. They knocked the Ptah off. You never knew. If you did know, they told you to shut up. Don't say nothing.
And the subsequent funding by white supremacists while preaching that they are bad people led many forever. And the subsequent funding by white supremacists while preaching that they are bad people led many forever to look at Elijah Muhammad sideways. For the goals of Muhammad, one could say the decision was well worth it. However, the story you should know and leave with lies and how it all went down and why it started in the first place.
Thank you. Hype Plus, thank you so much for your due diligence. Thank you for giving us this information to educate our minds and educate our hearts and educate our beings into understanding and coming back to realizing and getting over the hurt and the pain and the trauma that what has happened to us since Black Wall Street and all the other Black Holocaust that happened to us all the way up until 2015. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, kings and queens. Thank you, team. Thank you. Bless you. Blessings upon blessings unto the new year. And blessings unto the new year that to each and every one of us that has took the time out to be able to stop and be able to listen and learn and educate thyself. As the old African proverbs say, thy man, thy woman, educate thyself. I really appreciate y'all so much. To the subscribers that are on my channel, to the subscribers that are going to come on to the channel and become new people. Thank you. Kindly thank you.
Mama mentality is the way of getting overall losses, man. I'm telling you. It's one of them shirts. Yeah, here you go. Keep that. You might want to throw that on. Just saying. Fuck! Yeah!
Cause I'm out that jug. Baby, I'm getting over all my losses. Baby, I'm getting over all my losses like I should. One day we gon' be good. Hey, put that on my hood. Cause I'm out that jug. Baby, I'm getting over all my losses. Baby, I'm getting over all my losses like I should.
You can call me Georgie Porgy, don't tell no lie. Because hey man, 300 in the gold nugget, man. Hey man, peep this game I spit, real swell. Hey baby, I woke up on the west side feeling A-OK. Had to throw up the dub, something like yay. I still got a whole bunch of ass to shake. Let me see how much money we can make. What's your name? Where you from, Miss Lady? I'm a 10 now hustler from the late 80s. The great in my beer, rip the game that made me. I'm a trade man from here. hands again. Hallelujah, what a savior, the back I'm a savior. Hit me on my pages when things get major. Hit me on my pages when things get major.
Tow truck, no we don't give a fuck when we pull up to your mama's house. Hit you with my laughing gas, ain't nobody laughing though. Tie your big toe to the bumper of my tow truck. No we don't give a fuck when we pull up to your mama's house. Hit you with my laughing gas, ain't nobody laughing though.
That's right, everybody. Make sure you go on to, as you see, Tubi. You're going to see 7th and Westlake, The Re-Rock, 7th and Westlake, Nino's Revenge. 2 great hitters. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Y'all see what it is all day for your promotions, advertisement, and other sources of music entertainment. You can go ahead and subscribe today. Back up what I'm saying right now. This is what I'm talking about. As we live right now, this is what I'm talking about. When you have intellectual conversation with somebody and then they correspond with you with what you're saying and they give you more knowledge on what you're saying, then you on your way to something. Check it. Here go one of our great teachers and leaders that's going to show us something, okay? Let's do this together.
If you were an unknown organization in 1995 and nobody don't know you, how you get all this money to start renting Madison Square Garden and all these damn venues when it costs $20,000 to rent those things? And yeah, you say you raised the money, but hell, all that money went to Farrakhan. They got rich. They got rich on this thing. You see what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, you gotta understand, C-SPAN, you don't get on C-SPAN not unless you government. You don't sit down with damn Cornel West. That nigga was he was between Cornel West and Joseph Lowry. And Joseph Lowry sounded more like damn Malcolm X talking shit about racism. Farrakhan was quoting the Bible the whole time. And Cornel West turned to him and said, "Our brother, you strayed off the path. You went another way. And we so glad that you saw the light. And you coming around to us talking about, you was nothing when you was standing up for black people. We so glad you saw the light. And you coming right here in Atlanta at the Hyatt. He was blasting Farrakhan out about you, who the hell you was, and now you saw the light because you up here with us and Joseph Lowry and us handkerchief head niggas. And Farrakhan looked right there and didn't say a goddamn word.
Boom. Now, why is it that the people that say, "Oh, I know," never can add on to this? Because that spirit and energy of truth, that's the naked truth. Okay? We living in a time in a well-dressed lie. Okay? The lie stole the truth's clothing. So the naked truth had to catch up to the lie. To make the lie get undressed and to give him back his clothes so he can put on the cloak of truth and righteousness and justice. Peace upon all. Ain't that what, as to what y'all say y'all go to church and know the Lord Jesus Christ? Ain't that what he would want? Truth. Or unless he got some secret mystery stuff going on himself that we don't know about. Since everybody got something to cover up, what else they covering up? Why y'all feel you're not supposed to know? Who told you you're not supposed to know? Your family did. And they knocked you upside the head. And they said you ain't supposed to know nothing. What? What you looking at me all crazy for? It's true. It is. Here, come on, let me press play. Here, let me give you some more medicine.
They don't give you people, not unless they tell you to tear them down. I'm telling you the way this thing goes. You gotta understand. They don't give you a person, not unless that person is already sold out. And let's put it this way. Only the conspirator of an assassination, his reward has become bigger than life.
Right? So
So
look, what they say, a conspirator, conspiracy theories and all that stuff. What you thought? Bush and all them didn't get what you, everybody now come to find out about Obama's 16th cousin to the Bush administration, Lauro Sotoro, all, come on, man. We know about Vietnam. The Cambodians told us about the temples of Aralanka and Arawaka, all right over there about the black headstones. They copied from Kemet. Listen, those big, gigantic monuments were not just there in Kemet. We went all over the world showing generational bloodline. Dealing with this curse. Dealing with the Metakaba. 666, meddling chaos. 6 protons, 6 electrons, 6 neutrons. You're down here on this earth. As the hexagon, you are under that. That's why they say you're a fallen angel. That's why they say you're down here on this earth. You are having not just a human as you are, a human, hue, color, hue, like no other, not native, but natif. Going through these events in our lives taught us something. Either taught you to sell out. That's why they made He-Man, Hugh-Man, He-Man, Hugh-Man, the Head-Man, Head-Man. Strong brother of character and might, nobility. Cared about people, cared about his culture, his life. That's why they dumb it down, the black man and everybody else culture take on this, exactly what I said. And you feel if you ain't went to college or did something big and all, you ain't did nothing. And that's a lie. You are the most wonderful person in the world from the ground up. Straight up. No cap. What the young people say, with the no cap now? Y'all see the gray? I ain't gonna try to act like I'm talking about colored, I'ma die.
Tom becomes bigger than Malcolm, but he had his hand on killing Malcolm. You can take it or let it alone. That's what he used to say. 1985. Not only that, too. How the hell you gonna go on Barbara Walters, top Jew, and say that you willing to sit down and join the Jews and make peace with the Jews? What member of our race give you the right to make peace with anybody and not discuss the shit with us? And my point is this here: who appointed you leader? Right. Just like who appointed anybody else leader.
So all this they say, oh, they got voted in. We voted them in. No, they got selected in. They got selected. Or what they say back in the day, hand-pecked. Oh, he was hand-pecked. Yeah, he was hand-pecked. Go all the way down to when you're in a relationship with your woman. Oh yeah, he hand-pecked. Y'all remember this? It's just that so much has been going on. We've been clouded unto the thought of what we already know.
I'm making some bogus shit about it. Well, this man made an about face because this document on him apologizing. Now let's look at the other key to the evidence, and then we're gonna go to a break. Most people sell out
to get to a top level.
to get to a top level.
And apparently he did that.
And apparently he did that.
Because what it seems
to be,
how is it
that publicly
he got to the realm
of where he was talking shit about the white man and didn't sell out. That's
Thank
backwards.
you.
You don't get to the point where you packing,
You outdraw
the World Series.
talking shit about the white man.
And everybody, Black America said, we accept you for who you are, talking shit about the white man. So see, to me, if I'm a black leader and I'm for black people, race first, Marcus Garvey,
And
somebody accepts you,
I gotta stop it. Here go your homework. Who is Marcus Garvey? And is it true it was 5-star liner cruise ships ready to give us passports, go back and forth to Kemet, Africa, everything? And remember, y'all, the name of Africa was the name of the invader, Sephiro Africanus. Remember that. So when they get to talking about flipping this money, I feel with this whole thing, it's going to be a trick 22 with this. Reparations fund and all this. It's going to be some type of trick 22 with this. I believe it ain't going to be fair and square.
You understand what I'm saying?
Thank you.
And the race say we accept
you for talking shit.
That's for you to
That's backwards for you to apologize.
Or not unless
It was a part of the plan to raise your ass up from the beginning, and you sold out a long time ago, like it usually is.
And you had your hand
in killing Malcolm.
That's one of the keys.
Hey, you know what, man? The truth hurt, know it. The truth hurt when you know it. So it's like, when you learning the truth, it's like surgery. Just like Pastor Ray Hagan said, it's like surgery. You have to slow, y'all, this is, if you're taking it in big doses, back up from it for a while. Let it process, let it filter for a minute. Let you go out and look and see. Let you notice things on your own perspective. Do your own analytical, critical thinking. Do your own. For yourself. That's what it's about. Growing. It ain't just about you knowing, but it's part of it. The growing. You feel me?
You see, so all of a sudden he gets to a certain
plateau.
Then he sells out.
Now he used to pack the only man in America that used to pack 100,000 people, 50,000 people, or whatever. And now he done sold out in our TD Jakes, Creflo Dollar, Bishop Eddie Long, and all these goddamn head niggas, preachers, packing the same damn house. You don't understand the damn science.
And then the thing is, nobody want to relate science to human nature, because human nature is really science, while they trying to give you just biology. Chemistry and biology go one same. As when we was in chemistry, we didn't study just one way as a study system teach you today. We learned it all together. We are intelligent enough to learn nature, studies of the universe, body, chemistry, physiology, where you at, where you come from, the dirt, universe, planets, grass, trees, all that together, all at one time, and it can come in different sporadic points through the lecture or the talking of the sermon. Or not the sermon, I apologize, but you just talking to the people about what's going on, about that part of when you came inside of that part of the hyperstyle halls. Okay? Because everything was written on the walls. Everything. In Cambodia, it was written on the walls. Today, right now, at Exposition Park, it has where it says they have now found about what was going on in Vietnam and the refugees. It's about the temples. All them big giant monuments, some black people and everything. They about to go in, they probably did a whole lot of work, maybe. We're going to see. You're going to see it. And y'all going to say, doggone it. He on a little bit. He on to a little bit. I remember them telling me. I remember.
Motherfucker here is apologizing. Right on the end of Reverend Fred Price taking a year to cat out on the unbelieved Muhammad. Remember he got into it 2 years ago? 3 years ago he started talking all this black history. He started talking about how the white man is trying to kill us. And he got all black people ears open. And he talked that shit for about 2 years. And I said, there's an angle to this. Ain't no black preacher goddamn coming out for us. Just got a television show at Pepperdine University. Oh, hell no. Then all of a sudden, after he dropped that damn black history for 2 years, that nigga went and did a whole year talking shit about the Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Now look,
all the Christians saying,
to those that say, yeah, I know it. Okay, did you ever thought that it was important? They're going to tell you, it ain't making me no money. Ain't doing nothing for me. I don't want to know about that. Talk about something else. Make you feel like they some type of agent or something. Make you feel like why you don't want to educate. If you so smart, why you want to teach? Show I'm you, me, you. We same color. Why you want to show? Why you want to teach me? Why you want to show? Give me educated thought. I was in group think tanks before. I was in educated thinking tanks before. You get a topic and everybody talk about that one topic for about an hour. So why we have to get back to that instead of always talking about something that's non-important in our brain, that's feeding our brain bad information. It's hurting us.
Motherfucker ain't about shit. And then on the heels of that, Abel Muhammad comes out that was appointed by Farrakhan, and she don't do nothing outside of the nation. And talks about we changing our radical image of talking shit about the white man. And then right after that, on the heels of Fred Price tearing it down, boom, Farrakhan drops this shit on New Year's Day. On one of the most major newspapers in the country. You don't understand. Entertainment. Cox. Entertainment is a racial entertainment. These motherfuckers make movies. This ain't no mamby-pamby little old bullshit paper. This paper is instrumental for killing thousands of damn black people, and they're locking up Wayne Williams to this day. And this paper is instrumental as being the people that is a part of the conspiracy or the Holocaust of killing black children in 1980.
Now,
not
you hear that? Not 1930s, 1980s. I remember I had a girlfriend I used to kick it with. She told me that she lived in Conway, Arkansas. She said that during when Clinton and them when they come from there. She was from Conway, Arkansas. She said that they had took her, basically made it where she can't have any children without her consent. So they made her sterile. Planned Parenthood. When she was telling me the story, she broke down crying. So I'm supposed to say she's playing. She's lying. This woman really was affected by this. No cap. This really happened to her.
So when you see a color picture with him, you know it's over. Just like they raised up Dr. York. Just like they raised up Dr. York at Eatonton. We're going to go after this little quick thing. That's a government plan too.
Now, he talking about Dr. York. Dr. York was one of the high influential scholars. He was talking a lot about this and everything. But what I'm kind of touching bases with right now, for a long time, he meet with a whole lot of people, connect with him. Everybody liked to hear what he was saying. Until I don't know what happened to him, he start tripping. He start talking crazy. And they locked him up for the stuff that what he was doing. Come to find out he was doing a whole lot. So a lot of people that's victims and stuff that was with that man. They on here. They ain't hard, like Tupac say, we ain't hard to find. They ain't hard to find.
We gotta call a spade, cause I'm around this motherfucker. We gotta call a spade, cause I'm around this motherfucker 1 year without a goddamn refrigerator. So y'all motherfuckers, and you wanna say a nigga ain't selling out? About 2 weeks ago. Nah, it's my fault. We bought a refrigerator about 2 weeks ago. Nah, it's my fault. We just was lazy. I buy a pair of shoes and shit. You see what my motherfucking values are. I buy a pair of shoes, but my mama always say, never let your feet touch the ground. You ain't got no money. Always look like you got some.
And you know that's because he grew up in the middle class society. He did. And when you go to Kemet, they feet touching the earth like a mother lover. Case in point.
So if you want to say right now, if I'm lying, you can come to my house right now. It's got one eye. I got a stove. It's got one eye. And I got a small eye. Take that out and put another pot. And I gotta put a pot on that. Take that out and put another pot on that shit. Right now.
Now, this man can tell you right now that, and with some of our kids right now will look at that and be like, is that what we gonna get? Spoiled. They tell you they know how to do stuff, don't know how to do it. They just capping with you. They just trying to make it seem like they grown. They making them spin their wheels so fast that they don't even have time to even sit and really think about their life. And then the only time when they do sit and think about their life is when they're incarcerated, when they locked down, when they're in these certain places that's still going to do the same thing that was going on out here. Hurt, harm, danger. So where is the rehabilitation? Where? Where's the caring? Where? Where's the honor? Where? But everybody trying to act like they don't know that it's really, as to what y'all say, angels that come to help them people, help out us and stuff. Y'all act like it ain't for real. Y'all call them ancestors. I say ancestors, y'all call them angels. Holy ones, holy beings, it's all the same thing to me, honestly. It's just that I feel I don't have no clout. I ain't better than you. I ain't bigger than you. My way ain't all the way, the only way, and all that. Because I'm always feel, from what the scholars told me, Man, the one man that reads one book don't know nothing. But a man that reads many books in his life is on his way to something. That's all I'm saying. I'm not hating. I just want to, like my boy Dan Calloway say. Y'all know what he say. Those that know Dan Calloway, y'all know what he say. It's something dealing with this right here. This right there. That neuron. Electric wave neuron. Pulse. What they say? Short circuit. You having a short circuit? Huh?
So fuck all the dumb shit. I ain't selling out for nothing.
Thank you.
Fuck all the dumb shit. I ain't selling out for nothing. Right.
Check, brother.
So you. That's right. We got a damn. So you since that we got a damn. We got a little Volkswagen Golf. It's interesting. When we just got out, we got a little Volkswagen Golf. We paid $300 for. I'm a middle class nigga. Now you got a minute now. See, I can sell out because I'm a middle class nigga.
Thank you.
College
and that's
educated.
exactly what they looked for in that time. Go ahead and speak some more, sir. I appreciate you so much. You're a good man, gentleman, and a scholar.
And always had. So it's no need. And always had. And not only that, I left. So it's no need for me. And not only that, I left millions to do this shit. So now we riding around. It's interesting how image is. We got a Volkswagen Golf paid $300 for. It started acting up last week, so we put it in the shop. My brother. And so we said we need a car. My brother got a. We said we need a car. My brother got a. My oldest brother got a partner, or some guy that he knew went to jail for 5 years. So I wonder what this nigga was doing. So he said keep his car, and guess what the car is? One of them dope dealer cars. You know them old Impala looking.
Oh, so y'all don't remember that, huh?
Square shit.
Y'all remember that? Okay, for those that don't remember that, okay, let me tell you what it was. It could be a Caprice Classic, all the old cars that they turn into police cars, Cutlass, Regals, Royales, box cars. Look like, you know what I'm saying? Gas guzzlers. That's what he gonna say. All right.
So we've been riding around on that shit. That shit got shark flowers. So we've been riding around on that shit, and that shit got shark flowers. And it was a luxury car back in '79. So that shit drive like a spaceship, man. You know, gets 1 mile to the gallon. But we was cruising with the gangster lead. She was driving that shit like driving the damn.
So for y'all that think the gangster lead is something else, it was for back in the day when you was riding with your friend or your girlfriend and you put the lean on it. So y'all want to think that the dab is new because of the Migos told you it was new because they did it. No, it ain't. First of all, D. Brown did it in a basketball game, in an all-star game. He dunked, and he dunked like this. He won. So first of all, you got to give credit when credit's due. Stop trying to make it seem like you originated something where you didn't. And you done hurt our friend. Rest in peace, Takeoff. We miss you, man. We miss you big time. They always got to mess with us, man. They always got to try to bully us. They know. They just seen it in his eyes. They knew he was a star child, a star seed child. They knew it. They knew it. He was talking real funny with them behind closed doors. It was about a greater purpose. They know it. They know it. They know it. And y'all know it. Y'all know y'all got a funny family member in y'all house that talk weird. Yep, he the weird one. Yep, that's the weird one. He always talking fun about all this stuff back. Where he be getting this stuff from? What, was he born from my mama? Yeah, y'all, come on. Don't try to act like y'all don't know.
They went out last night, so she had to go take her car and park it. They went out last night, so she had to go take her car and park it. With some girls, they went to some party. They get stopped on Buford Highway.
Now look at that.
All because the damn car looked like a dope dealer car. Now,
So ain't that guilty by association?
Up in the damn car, stop.
Ain't that guilty by association? Okay then. Oh, that ain't no law. Oh, I'm lying. That ain't no law. When two or more are gathered, they can pull you up. Oh, okay, I'm bull. So you can ride in the car, 4 or 5 people in there in the Cutlass or Regal or some box car, and they not gonna mess with you. Oh, okay. I'm lying then. Okay, all right. I'm lying. Okay, I know. All right.
And they got some dealer tags on that shit. You get stopped. And they got some dealer tags on that shit. You get stopped. So I'm just saying, based on the image. So the other thing based on this one thing we're going to bring. The whole Afrocentric movement came and clearly defined that the ancient Africans and black people was Egyptians. Time out. The government comes in and say, this cool down a minute. We're going to make mockery of this shit. So they go and they do the whole thing with the whole thing out there in Egypt. Number one, they don't put you on TV, nevertheless. You part of the shit. And Cox had him up there with the Osiris. But what he talking about? We from the planet Ritz. Now that's already scholarly suicide. That's the Applewhite shit. We from the planet Ritz. And I got the Born Celestial Handbook. I done studied astrology for the last 10 years. And I don't know what
hear that?
Ritz is.
He said he done studied that for over 10 years. He don't know no planet Ritz. I apologize. Planet Ritz. R-I-T-Z. Is it an adjective? Is it an acronym word? Is it? What is it? What is crazy man Dr. York got going on that got him locked up for touching people? Right.
You don't have to take me to Mars, but you can at least give a nigga a ride home. You can at least pick a nigga up, take a nigga home. Give me a ride home, fucking dumb shit. You ain't gotta take me to no Mars, but you can at least pick me up and take my ass to damn Cascade, Roger Street. I'm just saying, at least do that. You see? I'm just saying, no. At least do that. Give a brother a ride home. Let me see the end of it. Something not. They give him all their focus and the attention saying that the black people are the Egyptians, but he ain't right because the simple fact that he's a joke to most people.
That's why I say start having higher educated thoughts and thinking and talk amongst each other, because people are thinking that we are jokes. As soon as they see you coming in, they whisper, "Oh, look who's coming in." Soon as they see our black women coming in, "Oh, look who's coming in." What? What, it ain't true? It ain't true? So what black people do now today? Say, I know I'm the shit, so I'm walking in, I got to be extra loud. I got to act extra unintelligent to do what? Get in to fit in. Oh, no, I'm not. It's black is beautiful. Black is power. Well, if it is, why we got to let it broadcast it like that? We could do that amongst ourselves to educate each other. Not present it as an egotistical, narcissistic, aggressively passing part of way of living. It don't fly like that. It don't work like that in your favor. It ain't no favoritism. That's why when I have my kids, I tell them, I love all of y'all just the way you is. I don't have no favorites. They look at me funny. Huh? I don't have no favorites. I never have. I never felt that shit, that mess, that favorite shit. What I feel like this, what your brother or your sister don't know, you need to get over there and teach them. Talking about you ain't got nothing to do. You got something to do. You can get over there and go teach your brother, your sister what he don't know to put him up on game so he can know when he go out that door. Stop playing. Stop playing. Playtime over with. Stop playing. I'm tired of playing. I'm tired because y'all don't even know when you hear a man speak. Y'all think that it's anger. So y'all feel like, what's wrong with him? What he doing? Same thing in slavery. Same thing. The mind can't teach what the mind don't know. It is not your fault. It's not your fault. It ain't. You thought that the real most high God was just going to just let you be here on this earth all your life, just stupid. Just all your life, you just dumb. That is a zombie. That is the walking dead. You want somebody to come up to your skin falling off and all that. Look at your neighbor. Look at them always picking in their skin and shit. Man, you see my face? You see my? I got bumps all. Look, like they're hype, a fiend. But it ain't, and we don't make it no better. Laughing at them, behind talking, sniggling and giggling behind their back and shit, laughing at them. It don't make it no better.
And although they built monuments and all that kind of shit, they're rich. And although they built monuments and all that kind of shit, the literature, when you read that shit now, goddamn it, ain't nobody know no shit, no more shit about no Egypt and no metaphysics than me. And I don't know what that shit is. I'm telling you that shit. I don't know what that is. You can read that shit till the cows come home. I'm telling you that shit. I don't know what that is. And believe me, I got the top metaphysical library on the East Coast, both bought and stolen. So I don't know what that shit is. I got that from Dr. Ben. Dr. Ben used to go to these museums. He used to steal a lot of shit. That's right. Dr. Ben used to steal a lot of shit. And I said, I admire that in a man. I'll take it from another road. When I was a little boy, it was spiritual. When I was a little boy, if they put that shit in a store,
Let me ask you this. Have you ever stole from your own kind? Have you ever stole from your own people? You know we ain't got shit, right? So you gonna go and steal from a person you know already low, but you say you love, and all this. Nah, okay. So I know who you serve. You can't serve two masters. You can't serve two. You can't. So why, even after I'm saying this, I'm giving this point, I'm saying this, the excuse will come into play. Not, it wasn't my fault about what I'm doing. It's everybody else's fault. Everybody else did it. Like my mama say, it can't get in unless you let it in the door. All what you talking about, all them prior things what you talking about, how did it get in? Oh. That's called an aha moment. When you meet with people, they do you like that, and they talk to you, that's called a aha. That's how you grow in life. How what grandmama said, get some fat on the back of your neck. All this here, what I'm showing you, aha moments. Get some fat on the back of your neck. That's all.
6 or 7. I stole. 6 or 7. Shoplifting, that's some shit for white people. I stole. Not no shoplifting, that's some shit for white people. I stole from them crackers. New bicycle every week. And for what reason? I mean, my family had. But So when he say he stole, I say I deny that. That's validation for me to get back on my game.
That's right.
So, but the point I'm trying to make is, I don't know where that shit come from. Now, that makes the whole shit
Now
that
look,
the
I ain't
people in
about
the
to
scholarly
encourage
community
y'all to
lay
go out there,
down
still not a
a
damn
joke.
thing.
Why
You
is
hear
that?
me? Oh, would you go out there? We making fun of old stuff that what they did back then. Don't go out there and go do nothing, all right? I remember to watch rides, all of this. I don't know who gonna get a call. I don't know. Don't ask me.
Because you got all these Christians, they already halfway. They want to know what because you got all these Christians, they already halfway. They want to know what the Egyptian stuff was like, because the Egyptian shit tells you the Christianity is fake. Oh, you put it on the walls in ancient Kemet and you see that shit. Now you got it in black and white. And it's thousands of years old. Any man in Palestine
Now,
ever walked.
who gonna argue with that?
Did. You
So, for the people that want to argue, no worries. I got you. Have you ever heard of Ptolemy Soter? Caesar Borgia. Philip of Macedonia. Leonardo, Michelangelo, Donatello, Raphael. You ever heard of these people? If the thought just popped in your head, yeah, man, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
So that shit is Horus and Osiris and all that. So we gave credibility to it. So that shit is Horus and Osiris and all that. So we gave credibility to it to they even destroy Christianity if a motherfucker wasn't dead. But our people are all wishy-washy and schizophrenic. So here it is, he comes
So
up
are
with this
people
old
not
bullshit about
schizophrenic?
Prince and got
For real?
this cult thing
Are
going
people
on
not
out
wishy-washy? Oh, okay. So we lying then. Everybody gonna act like they don't know then. Okay, cool.
You see what I'm saying? And as a result, what they do, they give it to you. You see what I'm saying? And as a result, what they do, they give it to you, and then they tear it down. Now he's selling the land. Bam. You stand for some shit, and you on the spiritual path, they can't touch you. See, that's how they do things. See, the government will raise you up, and then they tear you down. Now he's selling the land. I say, bingo. You see what I'm saying? But yet them brothers get the joint out there, you had to give blood. Remember I told any of you all, never ever give blood to nobody. So there was some shit right in the cut. Never ever give blood. So there was some shit right in the cut. You were like, well that brother out there building pyramids, well fuck it, go to Las Vegas. They build pyramids every day. That's old news. Go to Memphis, Tennessee and see that pyramid they got there with the basketball dome. Old news, been there, done that. And the picture of Ramesses, that ain't shit. Go to Washington, D.C.
Right.
Old news, been there, done that. This ain't no Mountain Dew. We already done that shit. So big deal. That ain't liberating the people. But then again, they already know they can get a bunch
There
of
it is. Thank you very much.
We just want to believe instead of believing in
So
ourselves.
why is it that we cannot believe in ourselves? Why not be able to have peace and harmony within yourself that can exuberate that out of you in your life instead of just talking about it, being about it in harmony, in truth, in righteousness, and understanding what love for all is. Yes, it's hard. This ain't easy. Ain't none of this easy. But the Most High and the Mother Goddess and the ancestors give you a sweatless victory. They give it to you. You just hold on. I know you're amazing. I say it. I know because we are an amazing people. We really are.
So the whole name of the game is to raise this white supremacy and also so the whole name of the game is to raise this white supremacy and also meanwhile the damn white black churches over the last 100 years. But yet, no, tithes. Meanwhile, people all around the world look and say, look at them fucking silly, idiot-ass niggas. They ain't got shit.
So,
all over the world.
when
And
you
they talk
see
about
all
some
the
tithe.
other people that you know going all over the world or in Hollywood, people of black millionaires and their family and their children and everything, and the people that's in the lower places not being able, they just going to church tithing and stuff. Or if they ever have gone to, Africa or something, some of them come back spreading the knowledge, some of them don't. They feel like they better than you because you ain't got nothing. And this is truth. This ain't no lie about it. A lot of us have not been out our neighborhood. They don't go to different areas and stuff like that. Some, they get blessed, they do. And they get to see out and venture out and stuff. It is.
Doggone space stations. Doggone space stations. You understand the savagery on this thing? And meanwhile, you understand the savagery on this thing? And meanwhile, they've just destroyed this Farrakhan setting out here. They just destroyed the greatest organization known to black people in America that was started by black people. Because although we had Garvey and Noble Drew Ali and a lot of other ones, they was never as big as the Nation of Islam. Now stop the dumb shit. So listen, to destroy the greatest organization that came through black people outside of the white man, right at the millennium, January 1st on the damn paper, then you get the ritual. That means now you ain't shit. You don't even have a damn ally. You understand what I'm saying? A safe haven when he kicks you in the ass, because you can't go to the NAACP. And you damn sure better not go to Auburn with the professional widow and her faggot ass sons. The Martin Luther King motherfuckers who ain't none of them married. All that Christianity shit. One gal a preacher. Like Oprah.
Okay.
No children, no husband. That's that freak shit like Oprah. Now it don't necessarily mean that you supposed to be married, every woman's supposed to be married, but there's something rotten in the cotton where you can't get none of these motherfuckers married.
Rotten in the cotton.
You see what I'm saying?
He said something rotten in the cotton. Hey, you know what's funny? Everybody know this. This ain't nothing new. What y'all like? Oh, this ain't nothing new. Oprah know about L.A. downtown, low bottoms, east side, all that. She know. She got to keep away from that because what happened is it'll jog her cognitive memory of the hood. She might just throw a twitch and be like, "What's up, Bob? What's going on with it, my nigga?" She just so she can't do that. You can't kick it with you like that. You can't do that. It'll mess with her. So you got to put all these other people around her that act just like her, talk like her, be like her, dress like her. Us personally down here, nah, we would have to change. Didn't God say, "Come as you are"? Didn't the Most High say, "Come as you are"? Oh, he didn't say that either. Oh, yeah, right. He didn't say that. That didn't never happen. Right.
And just so happened, Dexter happened to be gay. Yeah, that's right. And just so happened, Dexter happened to be gay. Yeah, that's right. I done met his goddamn boyfriend in 1993. One of them. Fuck it, we guys. I say what the fuck I want to give a shit about a nigga out here.
Let me ask you something.
Them niggas
You
say
can
you
write a letter
every day,
to
so
the phone.
goddamn them. So don't say
You gonna get called back? If you do, bless you. I'll be feeling like it's something screwy, and it might be loony. I'm noticing a lot of customs, a lot of things that go to people. When you're up under some type of branding or Greek letter tied into some society or some undercover organization, ain't nothing new under the sun. There's nothing new under the sun.
I'm wrong, fuck them. Them niggas is living royalty. When niggas is dying, I'm wrong, fuck them. Them niggas is living royalty. When niggas is dying, and they won't stand up for the cause of the black man at all.
Let me tell y'all
So
something.
fuck them niggas. You think if I had Dexter King down,
If this really, of everything about George Floyd, all the killings, everybody, if it really was the true fight in us, I promise you, it wouldn't be like this. If we really had black people that really cared about the people that then went through this and then went through that, and everybody still talking about we should be just happy, and we should remember the old times we were just running around being happy and forget about them and stuff like that. That's something wrong. To talk about you pushing into the future, that's wrong. Something ain't right. And you can feel it. It's a stir right here in the pit in the center of your chest. You feel it in your intuition. You feel it. And for those that block it, it turn into something else. Turn to you being blind. Deep, deaf, dumb.
man, I be the baddest revolutionary figure, period. So don't get us, we get all soft-hearted. Man, I be the baddest revolutionary figure, period. So don't get us,
And let me ask you something. Why you want to get upset about him saying something, but when you out there in the street, you hear it every day. They cuss you out walking down the street. Roll your eyes at all that stuff. Stop acting like it ain't happening. Stop acting like this fake and phony, like it's what they say, unicorns and fairy and rainbows. That's when you high, when you on some type of substance. You act like that, and don't no herb do it. I'm tired of that, and you better start educating your kids, cause they messing with that weed. They got them going stupid crazy. If they got fentanyl, if they got all this other stuff, then you better keep your eyes open. You better be in their business and make sure you care about them, make sure don't nothing happen to them. Even yourself, even the people that's close to you. If the people that's close to you care about them,
and all enemies. Now, either one thing, if you can't stand up for your people, you ain't worth shit. And all enemies. Shit about me being wrong. Now, either one thing, if you can't stand up for your people, you ain't worth shit. So don't come with no dumb shit about me being wrong for telling the truth on some damn people. Them some freaks over there. Because if you don't think that, you gotta understand what white people are saying and how they monitor shit. Even if you believed in the King thing at all, he might have had some good shining moments. Right before he died, he might was trying to do the things that they said he met with Elijah Muhammad for 3 hours in bed, witnessed the white man was the devil.
Yeah. I've been saying it for a very long time. And the people that I've been saying it to been telling me, shut up, shut up, shut up. Don't say you don't know what you talking about, nigga. Now, I'm going to give it to you raw, and I'm going to give it to you uncut. Because it don't make no sense that all these grown people in here, oh my goodness, I was talking like, oh. Well, when you came from shit, dirt, dust, I'm tired of all this people acting like they better than somebody. Your stomach, when you eat and food go in your belly and it churn and it come out the lower excrement. All of us. All of us. So how are you better than somebody? Because of a social status? Your political? Or your race? And it's been fueled for a long, long time? No. You ain't about to sit up here and act like with me it ain't real. You ain't about to sit up and act like with me it ain't nothing to say or talk like it ain't part of economics. You're a lie. It is. I got higher studies in economics. I love socio-political stuff. I love it. It tickles my fancy. It's part of, I love this leadership. I love this getting to learn stuff more than just what they done taught you. I love when you can be able to cross-reference and just I love it. Bing, make the spark go, and then you get to looking. Boy, that drives me crazy. I love it. For the good that work with good, bring out the greater good. Ashe, and so it is.
After that, he started talking against the Vietnam War. So even if he didn't make an about face in the right direction, they sure ain't giving the man. After that, he started talking against the Vietnam War. So even if he didn't make an about face in the right direction, they sure ain't giving the man no damn credit. And ain't doing nothing with his name by benefiting off his shit, tipping the dream.
Stop trying to act like the Greek societies ain't no freaks. I'm tired of it. Yes, they is.
But then again, that's all a part of the
I tried to have me some white friends. They wanted to do something freak with me and my wife at the time. We had to leave them alone. Yep, I used to be married before. Yep. And I stayed with her for 13 years. Until me, her both couldn't take no more. It was all part of a plan. A design. A plan to fail. Or to put a generational curse on our children. Same thing. We going through same thing. About to be 2023 and the cycle shall repeat. If you don't wise up to the time. I don't care what you want to call it. The last days. I don't care what you want to call it. Get some get right. Get some know-how.
Anything that you was most powerful and even the shit that they created, they make you like a weak nut. And that make you a subhuman. Anything that you was most powerful and even the shit that they created, they make you like a weak nut. And that make you a subhuman people in the year 2000. So fuck everybody who ain't down with the shit. So we going to a break.